So, hello everyone, and welcome to the 16th episode, the fourth part of this BFDIA What If It Was Vote to Save. So, if you remember last time, Leafy got eliminated, and now we're gonna do the Trinkets episode. So, yeah, I think that Rocky acts like Nickel here, because, since Nickel's eliminated. But a small change that I would do is that Tennis Ball and Bommy become friends and actually start an alliance to cope over the fact that they are probably the people there with the least amount of connections, because Bubble and Ice Cube and Flower are in an alliance, and Fiery and Teardrop are pretty powerful, and Rocky is just Rocky. So yeah, let's begin the elimination. I think that fans would really appreciate their interactions, and since they're underdogs, Bommy and then Tennis Ball would be the first one safe. I think this also might be a little controversial, but let's remember here. Flower became nice. Free Smart slowly made Flower nicer and nicer, and she got a lot of character development. So even if this is a bit controversial, I think she's safe. And then Ice Cube. If you remember last time, Ice Cube did get much more interactions with Free Smart and would be much more popular. This leaves it down to the bottom three, Bubble, Fiery, and Teardrop. If you remember on the BFDI What If, It Was What to Save, Bubble won, and these three made it incredibly far, so they wouldn't get as much votes because they already made it. But also because people are probably going tired of them because, they've been here for a while, and Fiery's arc with Leafy has pretty much ended a while ago. Even Leafy got eliminated. Anyway, even if she already won, I think that Bubble is safe because of Free Smart. This is definitely a pretty close vote, but I think that Teardrop would have a lot of screen time this episode about her just trying to hide her trinket, so I think that causes her to barely survive. But bye, Fiery. For episode 17, since Nickel isn't here, he doesn't cause the, entire universe to string madness. And I think that since Flower has all the ability and just is able to, do a lot of things, she could actually win the challenge and do a makeover to look like her true self. But to show how far she's come and how she's a new and more she's a new person, she actually decides to do the makeover on Icy to make her safe, to signal her growth, and especially because Ice Cube was one of the people she hated the most. So yeah, Ice Cube is safe. I think that because of her selfless act, Flower would be the first one safe, followed by Tennis Ball and Bommy because they're popular now. This leaves it down to Bubble, Teardrop, and Rocky. Bubble is here because she's already won before, and yeah, Teardrop is here because even though she can be a fun character, she has already gone pretty far last season, and the writers just don't know what to do with her. And Rocky is here because people may find him annoying. Anyway, I think that Bubble does have enough fans to at least survive this elimination, especially compared to these two. So now it's down to Teardrop and Rocky. This may be a bit controversial, but at least Rocky had something to do. Furthermore, he was, pretty much in the center of last episode, and Teardrop is eliminated. So yeah, bye TD. 7th place is okay, I guess. So for this episode, a lot happens. But since if you remember, Rocky was in the bottom two multiple times, and he's gotten tired of this mistreatment, so he decided to become the new villain of this, and goes full on ballistic mode and wins the challenge. So yeah, Tennis Ball is pretty popular, so he's obviously first safe, followed by Ice Cube, who is also pretty liked, and Flower's getting more interesting, so she survives. This leaves it down to the bottom two, It's not even close. Bubbles out. In the BFDI What If, it was what to say she already won a season, and pretty much everything that she could do, she's already done. Meanwhile, Bommy, this is like his first season, he's a newbie, and his friendship with Tennis Ball has basically started, and he theoretically be getting more interesting, obviously. So yeah, Bubbles out. And for episode 19, I think that Flower would be able to win by using a random strategy, and she chooses Ice Cube, and Tennis Ball begs for her to save him, so she does, making Rocky and Bommy up for elimination. So that's episode 19, 20, and 21. For episode 21, I don't think that much happens, honestly, since now Leafy's hosting and stuff for episode 22. So, yeah, let's begin with the elimination. So now it's down to the bottom two. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're all, like, whatever, there are two people up for elimination. Rocky is obviously eliminated. With the villain thing he pulled up, and the fact that Bommy's getting more screen time, considering how Bommy is a newbie and people would probably want a newbie to win, I think that Rocky would be eliminated. So this is it. When BFDIA ends, then I guess that we'll do the finishing part. But as for now, Flower, Tennis Ball, Ice Cube, and Bommy are the final four. So, who will win? Comment down who you think or who you want to win. But for now, bye.